I was there for their weddings, and now they aren't here for mine. I'm a new bride, and I have no friends or family who will share in the excitement with me. I only have one close friend. She lives in another state and is bitter about her own relationship not having turned into an engagement or marriage yet, so she doesn't want to hear about the successes of mine. I also have two sisters and a sister-in-law, and despite being there for their events in the past 8 years, even having planned some of these events like bachelorette parties and baby showers, they have no interest in hearing about my exciting new life changes because they are all too busy in their own lives. It's incredibly frustrating, disappointing, and upsetting that I've been supportive and attentive to their big life events, and now I don't get anything from them. I have no one to share things with, my texts, snaps, and social media shares get ignored. I even went wedding dress shopping with just my stepmom because no one else in my family would make the time to come along with me. I offered up multiple days and times, and all I heard were crickets. I'm so hurt, and it makes me not want to invite any of my family to the wedding. I also want to have a kid-free wedding, and even though my other siblings got to do that, I will get shit on for not allowing their kids at my wedding. I'm alone and I hate it. And just needed it out there. My best student is dropping out because he needs to work. I am so fucking angry. Like parents, we, as teachers, aren't supposed to have favorite kids, but we absolutely do. I teach science, have been for near a decade, and I have never had a kid like him. He's passionate and he's good at it. On Friday he asked to speak to me. During our conversation he expressed apologies, saying he was sorry for not handing in his homework. I told him it was fine. He's the only one who ever does anyway. Spoke to me about some family stuff, explained that he's been working to pay things off and support his family. He didn't say it outright, but I know he's dropping out. Told me he may show up less and to not be concerned. He's 16. He's got so much left in him. He could be fucking amazing. Like, I genuinely think he could be some world-famous scientist one day. But because of the cruel fucked up world we live in he has to support his family as a kid. He's going to end up working some dead-end job for the rest of his life with no education behind him. This is so fucking shit. Wishing for a healthy baby is not ableist, it's common sense. Saw a pregnant lady on TikTok that didn't care about the gender of her child but instead wished for a healthy baby. And people got mad calling her ableist? So much so that she deleted the video. Since when is wishing for a healthy baby a bad thing? If I were to ever have a baby I damn sure hope it's healthy and doesn't gotta deal with all the crap I deal with. Why would I wish that it would be inflicted with the same hurdles I've gone through? Not every person is equipped to deal with raising a disabled child. The time and money it takes. The anxiety about what will happen to the child after you die. State-funded care home? How do their siblings feel if they have any? Many feel ignored growing up as most of the attention goes to their disabled sibling. There's so much that goes into this decision. This struck a nerve because not only am I disabled but many of my close family are. I worry constantly about what their future holds and how much I need to prepare if I'm to be their caregiver. There's nothing wrong wishing for a healthy baby. Essentially the person is just saying I want my baby to have an easy stress-free life. Being disabled is stressful AF. The world does not like disabled people. The point of a new generation is that it lives a better happier life than you. People need to get offline sometimes. My brother doesn't want a useless fag around his kid. For some background. There is a 14-year age difference between my brother and I. I'm the oldest. I come from a relatively conservative group of people where we have the mentality of as long as we don't talk about ops life it's all good. My brother and his girlfriend are having a kid. For the most part everyone is happy. This is my mom's second grandchild so she is extremely happy. This will be my first nephew. I have a niece from my sister. I'm not one of those people whose life revolves around their nieces or nephews. I deal with my own life as I need to. Don't get me wrong. I love my niece to death but I just don't have much of a relationship with her. Not long after the announcement of my brother's kid was made we were having family dinner and talking about the baby of course and who would be babysitting. My mom obviously, my sister was saying she owed my brother a lot of babysitting time from when her daughter was young. My mom said that most likely Op would be able to babysit as well from time to time. My brother said that wasn't necessary as he doesn't want some useless fag taking care of his kid. The room went quiet and I just kinda froze for a minute. To break the ice I cracked the joke of woohoo I'm off the hook. Dinner was kinda quiet after that point. The baby shower is approaching and I got a call from my brother's girlfriend's mother saying she didn't my RSVP and was wondering what I was bringing. I told her I wasn't coming and relayed the dinner conversation to her. She was kinda shocked but also asked if it was a joke taken out of context. I told her that even if it was I wasn't laughing. I thank her for the consideration, but told her I wouldn't be attending. This got back to my mom almost immediately and then to my brother and caused a huge fight. Here's the thing. This is what I grew up with. My brother has always been horrible to me even growing up. HR tried to get me arrested by accusing me of child abuse, tried to blackmail me on more than one occasion, has called me some pretty horrible gay slurs. The list goes on. I think that I told his girlfriend's mom all this that she would see that it wasn't a joke. Just regular daily life. I laugh about it now. At some point or another they will need me to babysit. I won't be around or can say no. My daughter made me realize how much of a bad father I am to her and her sister. It's been just the three of us ever since my kid's mother died months ago. It hasn't been an easy road and we had to deal with a lot of challenges, but my kids keep me going. They are my world and I've been doing the best that I can to make sure that they are okay, but I also try to protect them as much as I can because they are kids after all and I don't want them worrying about unnecessary things. Our landlord came over the other day and threatened me over what I owe him. He wasn't aggressive but he wasn't exactly whispering. Fortunately the kids were already in bed when he came and he left shortly. I sat down on a chair trying to process everything that just happened when my kindergartner tiptoed from her bedroom to where I was sitting. She had her piggy bank in her hands which she handed to me with a big smile and told me that I can have her money. This was when I realized that she must have heard the conversation. It took everything in me to hold back the tears because I didn't want to upset her. I just thanked her, gave her a big hug and put her back to bed. That moment broke me. I feel like the worst dad in the world.